So today is going to be a great day. The temperature is warm.
By New York standards, at least.
And it is this man's birthday.
Yes.
Heard it right.
That's right. It's not just any pizza tour. We're actually gonna do a 5-borough pizza tour. That's a crazy thing I've never done before. I've hit up a few boroughs in the same day before, not all 5. And we have a little stipulation. So one of our stipulations is gonna be all different styles of pizza at each place. And second stipulation, we're gonna try to take ferries as much as we can. Even on this cloudy day, the weather's pretty nice, so we want to show you the scenic route of the city and show you some cool stuff along the way in between eating.
Yes,
so let's do this.
Right, so our first stop should be in our home borough, Queens.
Yep. Starting in Queens. We're starting right here in Elmhurst, Queens. And it's been a place that I've been coming to ever since they opened about 10 years ago called Louis'.
We're gonna grab my slice.
We're here at the lunchtime rush. It's very busy here because we got Elmhurst Hospital right down the block, so a lot of people come from there. And we gotta wait for grandma's slice because they come fresh out of the oven. So our original plan here was to get 1 slice at each place, but Louis is like, yeah, he gives us 2 slices, so what are we gonna do, right? Can't say no. I love this slice. It's my favorite grandma slice in the city. Grandma slice is a very New York thing. It's a square slice. They put mozzarella first, tomato sauce on top, basil, usually some garlic, olive oil, parmesan. So here, the difference, they use fresh mozzarella, so the high quality mozzarella. And the sauce is actually chunky tomatoes. It's really, oh, I love those fresh chunky tomatoes. And that parmesan on top bakes it. It gives extra umami flavor from that parmesan. You get that garlic and that basil. This is fresh out of the oven. It just came out, freshly made. Oh, first stop, first slices of the day.
So hungry.
Yeah, starving here. That parmesan crusted on top is so nice with this. Get those chunky tomatoes, get that basil, got a little bit of garlic in there. That creamy, fresh mozzarella. This is different than a typical grandma pie. Typical grandma pies are a lot thinner. This is thicker, more like a square Sicilian. They do it very differently than any other spot I've had grandma pizza. It's the most unique grandma slice I've had. And I love grandma slice. I'm all about the fresh basil, fresh tomato, fresh mozzarella, all about it. I love sauce on top. Sauce on top also makes the slice more moist, in my opinion.
Just like that, we are the Bronx.
Yep, we're up in the Bronx, 2nd borough of the day. And we got a Dodge.
And
we're up here in the Bronx, our 2nd stop, 2nd borough of the day. Ooh, it's gonna be an interesting adventure today. Let's see how long it's gonna take us to hit up all 5 boroughs and have these pizzas, especially with our kind of complicated way to do it, but I think we'll get it done just in time. Now, our 2nd spot is called Louis and Ernie's. It's an old school slice joint. It's always rated as one of the best pizzas in the city. It's a cool spot. It's like a little house. It's in this residential part of the Bronx, northeast Bronx, called Schuylerville.
I'm excited. I've never been.
I've only been one time, so let's do it.
Let's check it out. Taking our pizza outside.
We are now our 2nd stop. This Louis and Ernie's is such a classic New York institution. This is such a classic looking New York slice. Like if you wanted to see a perfect example of a New York slice, this is it right here. No frills, thin crust, very crispy edge of that crust. It's a little bit of a flop there. It's got a nice mix of the sauce and cheese. It's got that nice orange color from that mixture of that. Look, this is great. This is, when you want to look at the old school New York kind of slice, this is where it's at. But their specialty here, the sausage slice.
It smells delicious.
Look at that. It's these ground sausage chunks here. And look at those fennel seeds. Those fennel seeds, they look amazing. So I've only been here one time, got a whole pie of the sausage and loved it. Let's just dig in and feast on these slices. Let's see here. Oh.
Wow. Oh my god. Wow.
There's a little bit of crisp on the outside from when they cooked it. Bottom, they put a little bit of cornmeal here. It's all just pretty peppery too. So you do taste the fennel. It doesn't overwhelm, but it has that little bit of black pepper taste in there too. So I love this style of sausage where it's the ground up chunks, not necessarily in the casing. I think that works better on pizza personally. Try biting the regular slice too. The crust has a great flavor. It's not too saucy. The cheese is the right balance with the sauce. It's a really well done slice. Classic New York City pizza right here. At its finest. You gotta come to Louie and Ernie's in the Bronx, folks. I haven't had that much Bronx pizza, unfortunately, to say. I do need to have more, but this might be the best. I always hear that it's the best pizza in the Bronx from a lot of people. It very well may be. Still, jury's still out on that probably, but it is excellent. Look at this view behind us. It's beautiful. You can see both bridges here on the Long Island Sound. You got the Whitestone Bridge closer to us and the Throgs Neck Bridge behind us. This is one of the newest ferry routes launched here in New York City, the Soundview Ferry. So that's where we are now. We're in Soundview in the Bronx. And we're gonna take this ferry into the Upper East Side Manhattan to our third stop and third borough of the day. It's so cool because you can see LaGuardia Airport over there.
The plane coming in.
Plane coming in right there. Yeah. Such a cool spot for this. We could just hang out here all day long if we didn't have to do a 5-borough pizza crawl today. This is such a cool area. We haven't really been over here before. Even me growing up in New York, I've never been to this part of the Bronx before. Added this ferry route. And we're excited to see how it passes. It's gonna pass Queens, it's gonna pass Rikers Island. That's, don't want to ever end up there.
We're gonna take you to a journey from Bronx to Upper East Side.
Great thing about the ferry, it costs just $2.75. So that's the price of a MetroCard swipe. But you can't use the MetroCard here. You gotta buy a separate ticket, either on your phone or at the machines at the station. But it's well worth it. $2.75. How can you go wrong to ride this all the way down to Wall Street if you want? It is chilly out here, folks. Look at that air fly.
Very chilly.
And windy. We're passing by Rikers Island right now. We just passed LaGuardia Airport. You can see Citi Field in the distance. You can see US Open Tennis Stadium. Now, picking up some speed again. And you can actually see that's an abandoned island right there. It's North Brother Island. It used to be a typhoid hospital. It's been abandoned for, I think, over 50 years or something. And another fun fact about North Brother Island is that there was a huge fire. Slocum was the boat. It's the late 1800s. The Slocum disaster was the biggest shipwreck disaster in New York City. It was a huge fire. A lot of people ended up washing up on North Brother Island as well. There's a memorial for that in Astoria Park, which we're also going to be passing.
Our next view right here.
We got Astoria Park in the background. Hellgate Bridge, my childhood. A fun fact, it would be the bridge that would stand the longest, built that solid, that all the other bridges in the city will collapse before that one. Another fact about it, the Hellgate Bridge was actually the inspiration for the Sydney Harbour Bridge in Australia.
This view coming up, it's Upper East Side view.
Yep.
Our stop.
It's 90th Street, Upper East Side. We gotta get off here. We're gonna walk to our next stop now. It's PQR, Pizza Quadrata Romana. It's Roman style pizza. So they serve it here by the cut. They actually snip it with scissors. So here we got buffalo slices. It's made with buffalo milk mozzarella, tomato, and you have basil here. So what's special about this spot is that their dough is fermented 96 hours. So if you're doing the math, that's carry the 3 and nah, it's 4 days and 80% hydration. What that means, 80% of it is water. So they pride themselves on a highly digestible dough. So it's supposed to sit easier and lighter in the stomach. So yeah, we've been here once before, we really enjoyed it. So we wanted to make this the stop for Manhattan. It's another unique style. We're keeping it unique today, right? Yeah, so let's do it. Look at that creamy buffalo milk mozzarella. Look at that. You can even see the liquid dripping down. A very classic combination here. All right, so we're gonna take a first bite of this. Very light. Look at that hole right there. Ooh, that crunch.
Our first stop was grandma pizza. It's a little like it's more of the thick side. Second stop is really thin. This one is in the middle.
The buffalo milk mozzarella is so creamy, but it's still pretty light. And that basil always just hits. I think you know by now, all the videos that we've eaten basil dishes, that we love basil. Sauce, the tomatoes here are tangy. The olive oil coming in too with that basil is really just a classic pizza flavors, classic Italian flavors. Simple. Alright, so 3 down, 2 to go. And we are kind of pressed for time here. You'll see why. But we got 2 places, and this is the furthest out ones we gotta go. We gotta go to Staten Island and Brooklyn. Waiting for the downtown Q train, and we're gonna transfer. And we're gonna catch the ferry to Staten Island. Alright.
Let's do this.
Let's do it.
For the train, we are in Staten Island, known as the Forgotten Borough of New York City.
Yeah, it's close to New Jersey, but it's still part of New York City. Long journey from Upper East Side, from PQR to here. It's actually known for a few things. Definitely known for pizza, which is why we're here. It also has a large Sri Lankan community, biggest in New York City. And it's also home of the Wu-Tang Clan. Shout out to my hip-hop fans out there. One of the greatest of all time, that's for sure. Our 4th stop of the day here, which is for a unique style of pizza in New York. You can only find it in a couple places. It's bar pizza, and it's literally in a bar. The spot is called Lee's Tavern. It's consistently rated as one of the best pizzerias in Staten Island. It's a totally unique style, so we're keeping with that trend today. We're trying all different styles in each borough. Outside here, you have no idea this place is Lee's Tavern unless you have the address. There's no signage on the outside. It's just like a nondescript looking bar. So that's kind of the beauty of this place too. So you might notice we're not starting with pizza. We got buffalo calamari. It's another specialty here. It's a genius idea. You know buffalo wings, chicken, all good, right? But calamari, it's gonna satisfy even the pescatarians.
Whole new level of buffalo.
Oh yeah. It's so good. Even as much pizza we've been eating, we had to get this. There's no way we're coming all the way here and not getting this. We got 2 pies here. They're known here for the clam. We got the white clam last time, but this time we're gonna try with the red, so it's more sauce. Smaller than that.
It smells good.
Yeah. We also got half pepperoni and sausage. We got this last time we came here. It's amazing. And we got half regular. Gotta see how it is. Classic. We got a best of 3 different worlds here. Crust is really thin, bar style. Love that they're serving this metal pan. Always cool to get the whole pie served in a metal pan like that. All right, so let's do it. Let's take that first bite, shall we? Very saucy, crispy. How thin that crust is. You can taste that sausage right away. It's got those sausage nuggets, the ground sausage that we love. Not the one that's in the casing. On a pizza, this really works best. And you got those nice roni cups curled up. So this is awesome. I'm big fans of having sauce on top of the pizza. It just keeps it more moist, and you really get that taste of the tomatoes. It's so good. Now it's time for clam. Wow, clam comes through right away. It's garlicky, so fresh. It's really good with that sauce. Seafood and cheese, you can do it. It's kind of passe. kind of like don't mix it together. I tend to agree with that mostly. That's why with the sauce in there too, it works so well. Really good. We enjoyed it last time we came here, but it's even better now.
Another pizza, you guys.
All right, we made it. We are at our
Brooklyn.
5th borough, 5th stop of the day. We made it, folks.
Final
this one's
stop
really
of the
special.
day.
You know, we've been trying to keep it, mixing it up to all different styles. This is one of the newest pizzerias in New York. The last few years, it is awesome. One of my favorites. I was hooked from that first bite. This spot is real special. And you're gonna see why very soon. Oh, it smells unbelievable. All that basil, look at that freshly grated Parmesan in here. And you got this creamy burrata. And under here, you may not see it under all the burrata and the olive oil and the basil, but there is prosciutto right there. Lift that up a little bit. The spot, you have different levels. You can get a plain pie, just like this, just with the basil, grated cheese, $3. We decided to take it up a notch on this slice. Got the fresh burrata on top, the creamy burrata for $2 more, $5. This one's crazy. This is a $7 slice, but you know what? It's worth every penny. And you're gonna see why. Look how perfectly sturdy this is. Then look at the dough, just looks so different. It doesn't look like any other dough I've seen in New York City, especially for a slice. First bite. So much olive oil on top, fresh olive oil. There's really high quality ingredients here. The dough, high quality, basil. You got the creamy burrata, look at that. Oh, look at that whole structure there. So that's a sign of a really good dough. Fresh grated Parmesan adds a little funk to it too. But that creamy burrata with the basil is just a winning combination with the olive oil. So good. The prosciutto is really nice. Yeah, it's got that aged meat, slight funk, not too salty. It's like eating some fine bread. Some sourdough taste. I'm pretty sure he used a sourdough starter here. This is like, you'll really appreciate it. That's right. This is never a pizza to leave the crust behind. If you do, you gotta re-examine your life. There's all those new school joints. There's a little quick thing here about New York pizza. New York's classically a slice town, by the slice. Then for a while, like the by the pie joints came in, Neapolitan, like from Naples. And now we got new school slice joints like this popping up, focusing on the dough and then quality ingredients. So you get a little best of both worlds. You get a little high end. You know, it's expensive for the slice, but you're just getting one slice. It's the beauty of it. It's like a whole new school breed here in New York. It's like part Italy, part New York.
I can't believe I ate 12 or so pizza today. I probably ate more.
We really hit 5 special places today. We had all different styles.
Without driving, all by
trains
taking
and ferry.
and ferries.
So we had grandma's slice. We had old school New York slice in the Bronx. We had Roman style slice. We had bar style pizza. Then we had something special at the end here, kind of an Italian, New York kind of perfect blend of that. So.
We have made it to our home borough.
Yes.
Made it to our home borough of Queens.
Back in Queens, that's right. We are here after an epic day. Oh my God, we had an epic day today of pizza eating. My God, we hit all 5 boroughs. All different styles, 5 styles, 5 spots, 5 boroughs. If you like this video, give us that thumbs up, smash that like button. Por favor. Subscribe, hit the bell, be the first to comment. You know, everyone's always